Hey, it's been a while since I've been live. Feels different. No, it feels the same. I'm live all the time. Ooh, let me just pull that up for you guys there. Hold on, let me just. This is got a totally different vibe to it. Don't have much makeup on. I'm in my pajamas. Look at this shirt. It says, I'm caught in a love triangle. It's me, the gym, and food. Hey Doris, hey Carrie. Hey Mindy, thanks guys for joining me. I am super excited. I want to share some stuff with you guys. And I got to give you a little context, even though I'm like the person who like never needs context, but I want to give some context tonight. And I promise, for those of you that stay to the end of this video, there's going to be a very exciting announcement that I'm not going to post about until Monday. So if you stay on this live video and you watch till the end, you are going to get a very special offer, a very, very special offer. And I'm going to try not to talk too much. So give me 10 minutes. First of all, I'd like to, I wish Jessica was on. She might join us. But hey, Diana. This is my new favorite wine cup. Can you guys see what that says? It says, let's glitter this bitch up. So, cheers. Oh, and then on the back it says, hashtag beauty business beer. So, cheers to you. Let's glitter this bitch up. So, in my post earlier about going live tonight, I mentioned, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said something about being in a rom-com, in a romantic comedy. And I asked if you got dialed, if you're on right now, if you have a favorite romantic comedy, comment below. I'm more of like an action, suspense, like mystery movie person, but I do have a few romantic comedies that I really love. One of them being Serendipity. It's like pretty old school, but I love it. And the other one is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. My mom reminds me so much of Goldie Hawn, who's not in that movie, but Kate Hudson is her daughter. So by default, because Goldie Hawn reminds me of my mom, Kate Hudson reminds me of me. Just by default, that's why. So I'm going to try to not shake so much. Okay, so I recently, in the last couple months or so, have had the realization that I've been starring in my own romantic comedy. And before anybody gets too concerned about that, I'm not leaving my husband or anything, but let me tell you about it. So you know that the classic plot of the romantic comedy, right? There's a girl and there's a guy, and the girl and guy are best friends. And everybody can see that the girl and the guy belong together, right? They are perfect together. They hang out, they laugh, they like the same things, they feed off of each other. You're just like, the connection is just so clear. But you know who doesn't realize it? The girl. What does she do? She goes and she dates somebody that's not right for her, right? He might be a fine guy. He's very nice. I'm sure he's perfect for somebody else. But as the viewer, we watch the romantic comedy knowing that that's not the one she's going to end up with. She is going to end up with the one she's meant to be with. That is the plot of every good romantic comedy. Sex in the City. Perfect example. Not necessarily a movie, although it went on to make movies, but perfect example of a great romantic comedy. For those of you guys that were big Sex in the City followers, Carrie kept with Aiden, but we all knew she was meant for Mr. Big. That was her match. So recently I had an epiphany and realized that I am the star of this plot in my life. But it's not with my husband's sticking around. There's not another guy. That's not what I'm trying to get to. So hold on. I think I need to start over. I need to go to the beginning. So in the beginning, we're going to get real here for a minute. This is some real talk. Hey, Robin, thanks for joining. Some real talk, guys. You got to have the background story. You got to know who this person is. So I was in the best shape of my life. I yo-yoed with my weight all through high school and after high school. And I had some pretty unhealthy habits after high school that I lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't in a healthy way. And so when I finally ditched those habits, which was the best thing I ever did for myself, I instantly gained a lot of weight. And by the time I was like 24 years old or so, I was eating fast food 2 days a week. and it's hard for you that know me to realize this, but I was eating fast food 2 days a week, literally for breakfast. I would get fast food on my way into work, and I would get fast food for lunch. And then sometimes I would even get fast food on my way home because I rarely ever cooked. Or if I cooked, it was something that came out of a box somewhere. I smoked. I smoked a pack of cigarettes every 2 days. I drank. Some things never change. I had never set foot in a gym. I was about 215 pounds, probably about 50% body fat. I was very inactive. I was all the things. I had recovered from this bad spot in my life, and I recovered with food, and food became like my safety net. And, something just clicked in me one day, and I realized I didn't want to live like that. And so by the time I was like 26-ish, I got inspired to join a gym, and I started seeing a personal trainer, and slowly we started hacking away at my bad habits. And by the time I was like 27, 28, for the first time in my life, I was incredibly healthy, and I had gone about it a really good way. Like, I was really proud of how I got there. And then the best thing that ever happened to me happened. And I mean that even though I'm kind of sounding sarcastic. I got pregnant with my son. And I'm just kidding. I mean, I love my son. He is the best thing that ever happened to me. But I was terrible when I was pregnant. I gained 90 pounds pregnant. I gained 90 pounds. And so when I had him, obviously I was a new mom now. And I was trying to navigate all of that. I was a crazy mom. If there's like a bridezilla term for like new breastfeeding moms, I was that. Like, I was terrible. I was mad at my husband all the time. I wasn't sleeping. Stress eating's real. I'm sure you guys all know, right? So I started losing the weight again, trying to get back to how I had done it before, the healthy eating. I used to count every calorie. I tracked it in an app. Like, I was so crazy. I would track like gum. I would weigh out like asparagus. My best friend one time looked at me and she's like, why are you weighing asparagus? Like, who cares how much asparagus you eat? I'm like, no, I need to know how many calories it is. Like, I was obsessive. And then I got pregnant with my daughter, and I had gotten like 20 pounds outside of the weight I wanted to be when I got pregnant with her, and I gained 70. So I was right back up there again. And fast forward to this part now in my life. My daughter's like 6 months, and my son is almost 3. And I was at a point in my life where I was so unhappy with who I was. I felt way overweight. In fact, I remember telling my husband that nursing my kids made me feel, and this is terrible, and please know I nursed both my babies beyond a year. Like, I totally loved nursing my babies, but I told him I felt like a cow because I was so overweight and having such a hard mental ability to adjust that. And then my body is like mass producing milk, and I was like, this must be what it feels like to be a cow. Like, that was how I felt. And I didn't like wearing clothes. I was in a size that reminded me of the bad time in my life. I didn't like taking pictures, especially with my kids. I had lost a lot of my self-confidence. And I'm one of those people that is like, I don't sit and wallow very easily. I have to find a way to fix the problem. And so, I was really starting to recalibrate my brain and my mind to think, you know what, the problem is I've got too higher standards for myself. 28-year-old Danielle was fit and healthy and fun and sexy. 32-year-old Danielle with 2 kids, she lives that hashtag mom life, right? I might as well go get a minivan, which actually I kind of do wish I would have gotten a minivan, but that's a story for a different time. But I'm just I don't need to be sexy. I don't need to feel pretty. I don't need to feel confident. I can just raise these kids and be whatever. But you know what I realized is, as I was trying to recalibrate my mind into that, it was so hard for me to hang on to it. And then one day on Facebook, a friend of mine who I had met in a mom's group, who's actually on this chat right now, posted. I had known her from a distance on a mom's group. We had a close circle of friends together. We had been in a few things together, so I knew her. And she had posted her before and after pictures after being with this nutritional program. And I don't know at that time, maybe it was 6 months, maybe it was a year. I did not know. But what I did know was that I knew her before the program, and the girl that I knew wouldn't post pictures of herself in a bikini on Facebook. And that showed me that she had gotten this confidence, and she'd found this new value for her health that she was proud enough to share. And I thought to myself, before I go recalibrating my mind on like this new version of me that I honestly, I hated. I'm going to see what she's doing and maybe I'll try it. And so I reached out to her, and it was Diana. She's here. And she started talking to me about this nutritional program that she had found and encouraged me to give it a try. And I was at a point where it was either going to be fat forever or try something different. And I was kind of at that crossroads where I was going to decide. So I thought I would try it. And 6 months later, after all the coaching and support and guidance I got from her, all the motivation, the group that she invited me to, I mean, it was just... It was literally the best thing that could have possibly happened to me. 6 months later, I was below my pre-pregnancy weight and again, feeling like myself and wearing swimsuits and hanging out with my kids and feeling, like a sexy wife for my husband. Like, more than just this mom of two, I felt like I had my life back. And that was in 2017. And it's been quite the journey since. But this whole story, I promise you, I'm going to get to the rom-com point. So throughout this journey, this nutritional program does have a business behind it. And Diana was talking to me about it casually, but I was not in a place in my life where I had any interest in taking on anything else. I was like, I'm working full time. I had just switched careers. I worked my last career, my company for 15 years when I got laid off really unexpectedly. And so I was starting over in my career. I had 2 kids. There was just so much going on. I was like, I don't even want to think about talking about another business. And she was great. She was like, no problem. I'm here for you. I wanted you to know it was there. And I was like, okay, great. So fast forward a little bit more. A friend of mine falls in love with SeneGence, and you guys know how that journey ended up. I signed for the personal discount, and lo and behold, I developed it into a business, and I've been doing it for the last year, and I've been loving it. And one day, Diana sent me this text, and she probably doesn't even realize what a big impact this had on me. And she sent me this text, and she said, I just want you to know I am so proud of what you're doing with SeneGence, and I wish it could have been with Isagenix, but I'm glad you found your calling. And I thought that was just amazingly graceful and just remarkable for her to do that. But also, it made me kind of wonder why I went with SeneGence over Isagenix. And I realized I kind of had fallen into SeneGence because I just wanted the discount. And I found out what I love doing is connecting with people like this through social media and out when I'm meeting people and over the phone. And I just love connecting with people. And I have a product I believe in and that I want to share. And I love that. It's so much fun. Like when I do the lives with the clown makeup and stuff and you guys are all encouraging me like that, I thrive off of that. That is so much fun. But in the last couple months, I started realizing that there's things about SeneGence that aren't really for me. I never wanted to sell makeup. Like, that's not really, I don't know how I became a makeup salesperson. Like, I want to be financially free. I want to have my own business. I want to have a platform where I can talk to people and encourage people. I'm thinking about maybe starting a podcast. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, but selling makeup isn't one of those things I want. It was fun, but I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't want to ship you shit anymore. It takes a lot of work to ship things out. And you guys know, if you've been buying from me, you know sometimes I take a long time to get you things. It's not because I'm careless. It's because I have so much going on. It's hard for me to keep track of everything. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And suddenly I started thinking over the last couple of months, why did I never pick Isagenix? Like, why did I pick SeneGence and not Isagenix? And I started looking at the business and everything and realizing that it felt like a better fit to me. You don't have to ship anything, which is awesome. I love the products. I've been using them now since 2017. I got my life back. Awesome. It's easy for me to talk to about people. You guys have seen me post about it before, since I've been doing it. So that's easy. And the people I've gotten on the program, which at the time I wasn't interested in selling it. So I was just telling Diana, hey, this person wants to be like us. Can you work that out? And she'd be like, yeah, no problem. Thanks for the lead. But it was so easy because it was so genuine. And I realized just recently that the reason why I was uncomfortable or not ready to go with Isagenix is because I didn't feel like my transformation was over yet. And it was still so personal that it was easy for me to post something on Facebook and be like, oh, look at how much weight I lost. Like, that was easy because in a sense that's kind of shallow. But there's a much deeper part of me that came back when I started my Isagenix journey, and I wasn't ready to share that with people, and that's what scared me about the Isagenix business. And finally, now that I am 2 years in and I know it's here for reals, like this isn't like a fluke. This isn't like a no carb diet I did for a week. This isn't like calorie counting. This isn't some meal in a box thing that makes you lose weight in unhealthy ways. This is a lifestyle that I've adapted that has brought me back to the person I always wanted to be. And I'm ready to share that with people, and I'm ready to pay that forward, and I'm ready to do what Diana did for me for other people, because I know there are other women and other men and other people out there that feel that way, like they're missing a part of themselves, whether it's energy, whether it's weight, whether it's confidence, whether it's health, whether it's aging, no matter what it is, there are people out there that need this in their life, and it's up to me to share it and get the message out. And so when I say I feel like I've been in a romantic comedy and I'm the main character of that plot, it was like this light bulb went off, and I realized the guy that I've been dating is this SeneGence guy, and the person I was meant to be with was the Isagenix guy. And he's been in my life the whole time, and I've been like pushing him off because I wasn't ready for that yet. You know, I'm the character in the movie. I'm the character in the movie. I'm like, no, not now. It's not my time. But I'm here to tell you that I've officially decided it is my time. And the only way I can fully commit to my Isagenix relationship is to let go of my SeneGence one. And so I am here to tell you amazing Dazzle Squad members that I am closing down my SeneGence shop. I have an amazing couple distributors that are willing to take on all of my customers and take great care of you, so you don't have to stop your SeneGence. I'm going to be a customer for life. I'm not going to sell it anymore. I'm not going to ship shit anymore, but I am going to use it for life. So I'm going to have some of my friends post their businesses here, so you guys can go ahead and attach to that. The special prize you get for listening to my entire story here is I'm selling the rest of my inventory for 40% off. So you got to pay for shipping, $5 for shipping, because I'm going to actually lose some money on this deal, but that's okay. I'm going to post what I have in inventory in an album tomorrow, and because you listen to the video, you know it's 40% off, so you can buy whatever you want, and then Monday I'll put a post out that it's actually 40% off, so anybody that was too lazy to watch the video, they're not going to get to take first dibs at the inventory. And I've got some good shit, so you guys are pretty lucky to get this deal. And then the other thing I want to invite you for, if any of you guys listen to that story and you felt any part of yourself in it, I just want to let you know that I am fully committed to being the type of coach that Diana was for me, and I know that I can help you get your life back. So I am looking for 20 people in my startup team to go on this journey with me, and I've gotten 5 of those spots filled. So I have 15 spots left, which is not a lot, and I would love to fill it with one of my original Dazzle Squad members. So if any of that sounds good to you, send me a message, let me know. But again, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you guys enough for giving me the courage and the excitement and the knowledge of knowing that I can do this. I mean, some of you guys I've never even met, and you're here listening to my life story. You've watched me do clown makeup. You've watched my daughter grow up. Like, I mean, seriously, like, I feel like we've really bonded over the last year. I don't know how active I'm going to be on Dazzle Squad anymore. I haven't quite figured out how that fits in, but please be my Facebook friend. Please look me up on Instagram at Dazzle with Danny. Please do not lose contact with me. I'll stalk you. Like, you know me. I will hunt you down. Whether you want makeup or weight loss or energy, or you just want to be my friend, or you just want a stalker, I will find you, because you guys have just been an amazing group of people to get to know over the last year. So, Mindy, I've got you. I will reach out to you. Oh, Diana, I love you. Anita, you're on my list for tomorrow, so I'm going to be talking to you. I love all the comments. You guys are amazing. You guys, I mean, it's just amazing. So, thank you guys. I'm not going to keep you up any longer. Thank you for listening to my story. I'm looking forward to wherever my next journey takes me. I hope you follow it. I hope you want to be a part of it. And that's it. So I'm signing off now for the last time as Danny, your SeneGence distributor, and I'm hoping to become Danny, your life coach. See you soon.